All right, so this video is to help us evaluate expressions. So this was the paper you were given in class, and so I'm just going to go over a couple examples with you. So make sure you're looking at the side that has that little 1 right there. If you have the 2, flip your paper over so you're looking at the right page. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over a couple examples with you, and hopefully that will help you be able to finish this on your own. So if I look at I want to look at this example here. Here's the expression, and I'm plugging in -5 for x and 3 for y. So when I rewrite this, I have 25 divided by x. So instead of writing x, I'm going to write -5 plus 7 times y. So instead of y, I write 3. So once I've replaced all of my letters with their respective numbers, then I'm going to use order of operations to simplify. So I would do parentheses, exponent, multiplication and division, then addition and subtraction. So remember, right here, this is just multiplying. When I have one number inside parentheses, this just means 7 times 3. So this is really just multiplication. So as I solve from left to right, I'm going to do this division first. So 25 divided by -5 gives me -5 plus, and then I can do 7 times 3, which is 21. So I did my multiplication first, my multiplication and division first. So now all I have to do is add these two numbers together. So I have -5 plus 21. And I can use my calculator now. So if you want to get out your calculator, and I'm just going to use the one on my phone because I don't have a regular calculator in front of me. I'm going to type in -5. So I would type in 5. And then if you hit this button up here, it makes it negative plus 21. And it tells me my answer is 16. So then down below, anywhere I see a 16, I'm replacing it with the letter I. So I have a 16 here and here. Great, let's look at another example. How about letter T? So again, I'm going to start by replacing my letters with the respective numbers first. So I have 23 minus 8 times -1 minus 2 times 7. So I just replaced x with -1 and y with 7. So now we're going to do our order of operations. So I'm going to multiply first. So I'm going to multiply -8 times -1, and that's going to give me +8. Then I'm going to multiply -2 times 7. That's going to give me -14. So now I'm going to add and subtract from left to right. So I'm going to start with 23 plus 8. So again, with my calculator, I'm going to do 23 plus 8. And then I'm going to subtract 14. So I get that my answer is 17. And that means down here where I see 17, I'm replacing it with the letter T because we did problem T. All right, one more on this page. We're going to look at the letter G. So I'm going to start by replacing my letters with the right number. So I'm going to have 4 minus 9 times 7 minus 5 times 4. So I'm going to do multiplication. I don't have any parentheses, right? These mean multiplication here, there's nothing to actually solve inside the parentheses. I don't have any exponents, so I'm going to multiply first. So -9 times 7 gives me -63, and -5 times 4 gives me -20. And I did both of those multiplications at the same time just to save me some space. So now when I add and subtract from left to right, remember you've got to go left to right. So I'm going to do 4 minus 63 minus 20. And that tells me my answer is -79. So that means anywhere I see -79 down here, I'm replacing with the letter G. All right, so you're going to finish up this side, and hopefully you'll figure out what cup they use in space. But if we flip the paper over, we're going to look at a couple examples on side 2. So you should see a 2 up here, meaning we're on side 2. And we're just going to go over a few examples on this page as well. So again, we're going to look at letter I on this side too. And we're still doing the exact same thing. These problems just got a little bit harder. So I'm going to replace all of my letters with these numbers. So anywhere I see an X, I'm replacing with 9. Anywhere I see a y, I'm replacing with -8. So I have 53 minus, and then in the parentheses, I'm going to put 9 squared plus 4 times -8. And I would always make sure you're putting the numbers you're replacing in parentheses so you don't mess up the operations around it. So now when I do this, I have to do my exponent first. So 9 squared gives me 81. And then I can multiply 4 times -8 would give me -32. I did my exponent. 9 squared gave me 81. 4 times -8 gives me -32. So now with my calculator, I'm going to do 53 minus 81 minus 32. And I get my answer is -60. So below, anywhere I see -60, I'm plugging in the letter I. So there's one here and here. And that's it. Okay, so then let's look at the one right underneath it. So S is telling me again, plug in these numbers for the certain letters in this problem. So I have 2, and then I'm going to replace Y with 7 in parentheses minus 18 minus 3 times -4, again in parentheses. So now we have to do our order of operations. So order of operations says I do exponent first. So I have to do 7 squared first. I do not multiply. I do my exponent first. So 7 squared would give me 7 times 7 is 49. So then if I keep going with this problem, and I'm just going to get myself a note so I can keep going. Now I'm going to multiply. I did my exponent, so now I'm doing multiplication and division. So here's my first multiplication, 2 times 49, which I can use my calculator. 2 times 49 gives me 98. I'll bring down my minus 18 minus 3 times -4. So now I want to check, did I finish all of my multiplication? I have a multiplication right here. Remember when one's in parentheses next to another? That means multiply. So -3 times -4. If I type in 3 and I make it negative, and then I hit times -4, I get that my answer is positive 12. So I have 98 minus 18 plus 12. So now when I do this from left to right, I do 98 minus 18 plus 12. And I get that my answer is 92. So anywhere I see an S, I'm replacing with the number 92. Or anywhere I see a 92, I'm replacing with the letter S. That was the correct way of saying that. So that's right there. So all of your answers to the problems should be numbers that you can find down here. If you can't find them, and this doesn't make a normal words, you may have made a mistake and need to go back. But hopefully this kind of helps you get started on your evaluating homework, and then let us know if you have any questions.